There's a lot of players who Real Madrid are looking to shift, and players, of course, Gab, that they'd be asking quite a pretty penny for, and you imagine that they won't get it.
Yeah, I mean, look, Graham Hunter and I went through this on the website. You can read this there. We went through it forensically, and what you realize is you have a lot of guys that have very big contracts that earn wages that most other clubs simply cannot afford. And who've got years left on their contract, and Real Madrid want to sell them. Obviously, Gareth Bale and James Rodriguez are in that position. You know, you go through this, us suggesting they need to raise 300 million so that they can go and spend 400 million. They've already spent something in the order of more, certainly more than 200 million on Hazard, Jovic, and Eder Militao. It's going to be really tough. I mean, you know, you'll get money for De Tomas, you'll get money for Mariano, you'll obviously get a little bit of money for Keylor, although his contract is expiring. You'll get a good chunk of change, I think, for Isco. There's a market for him. But, you know, some of these other guys are hard to shift. So, and it's a long, long way to get to that money that you need if you want to get to 300 million and then go and buy another superstar in midfield. I think they're going to have to come up with something else.
Sure. It's a bit like Storage Wars. You seen that show? You know, when they buy it and oh yeah, someone will pay $50 for that rubbishy old chair and that old cat. You think who's going to pay him that sort of money for that? Your big issue there for your Real Madrid is James Rodriguez and Gareth Bale, isn't it?
What? Is this what you do on a Friday night?
So just to get this straight, Real Madrid's transfer policy is based on Storage Wars.
No, but they try and convince you, don't you? Oh, yeah, we've made our money back on this hunk of junk. Yeah, definitely. Great. And then you find Gareth Bale in the corner, take it to Antique Man. They go, yeah, maybe for that old Coke bottle you can get $100 and that's it.
Yeah. Look, Real Madrid, it's wishful thinking at the very best that they're going to be able to get the sort of money that they're expecting on all these players. It's a hidden hope, is what it is for Real Madrid.
What's the question?
Bale and James, that's your issue if you're Real Madrid. No. 300 million is this golden figure, yeah?
Yeah.
And over half of that are those two players, and there is absolutely no way.
No chance you're going to get the kind of money that they're hoping or trying to get their money back. I think at the very least in the case of Bale, you're going to have to take on a chunk of his wages yourself as well. So that, again, cuts into your overall kitty. It's not a good picture. It's a good start to the transfer window for Real Madrid. But if speculation is to be believed, I'm not sure how you bring this to a close successfully.
But Gareth Bale just said, I want to stay in Madrid.
Well, yes.
This is where I want to be. I'm so happy here.
Well, yeah,
look, the golf courses are great here.
Gab, obviously, James Rodriguez heavily linked to a move to Napoli to link up once again with Ancelotti. But how much would Napoli be willing to pay for him?
Well, I mean, from Napoli's perspective, they'd like to pay nothing for him. They'd like to get him on loan and sort of charm their way and say, look, at least his wages aren't going to be a problem for you, Real Madrid. They're hoping to talk him down to, I think, something in the order of 20-30 million, which I think is probably a fair price when you look at his performances, when you look at what's left on his contract and you look at his wages. But that's kind of the best you can do. And I think James is open to moving. Bale, of course, is a different issue. Some of those guys on there that you saw on that list, you know, people like Kovacic, we can all kind of giggle at. I think that 50 million valuation, 50 million probably isn't unreasonable when you consider he's still 24 years old. But some of these other ones, it's just not going to happen for you.
For more, sign up now for ESPN Plus.